is a mental health crisis in our schools, in our places of work, and in the greater society in general. And the saddest thing is that the government seem to have stopped caring about us, and so it's time for us to take our mental health into our own hands and take control of our own individual well-being. Hi, I'm Lewis Kirk and I'm a hypnotherapist and counsellor, and you can find more information at my website Harmonious Development. And I'm passionate about helping in the small way that I can through these videos in this channel, my website, and working with clients to reduce stigma regarding mental health and improve individual mental health and well-being as best as I can. In this video I'm going to share some facts and stats about the severe cuts that the government have made regarding the NHS and mental health help and services, and then I'll go on to share 5 simple actionable tips that we can use in our own lives to help improve our mental health and well-being. So this all started, is something that I think about a great deal, but I came across an article in the newspaper, and it really just stoked up my desire to share and create a video like this to make it clearer and maybe help people in the small way that I can. And this article said about the child mental health crisis, and Tory cuts must be reversed before it's too late. And a few notable parts of this are: cases of children needing help with mental illness have soared by 54% in 3 years, and social services are now assisting more than 560 youngsters each day. Experts warn that cuts to support are devastating young people and their families. And further, under current proposals, 75% of children in England would see no improvement in 5 years. And so these stats are just, if you research yourself, you'll see how severe the case is. And I just wanted to share this article to show the degree of the cuts that are being made and how it's impacting the young and the old alike. And so just quickly to further emphasize that, Theresa May pledges to tackle stigma of mental health but dismisses call for extra funding. So she must be planning to do it with magic or some other way, because initiatives like this, they require funding to improve and develop the services that we offer. But she's saying she's going to tackle the stigma but without extra funding, so I'm not sure how that will work. And further, mental health trusts left with less funding than in 2012 due to government cuts, new analysis reveals. And so that should be clear enough about what's going on, that the government are saying one thing, just smoke and mirrors, and then on the other hand what they're actually doing is making severe cuts to the services that help everyday people like you and me, and the services that we need to get better and to improve our mental health and well-being. And so with all that being said, I'm going to share 5 simple actionable tips that can help us to improve our mental health, and these are things that we can do right now, today. So here they are. Number 1, the first one is exercise. You'll find if you get out and about in the fresh air, or go and take a class, or go to the gym, you'll find that by working out will increase your dopamine and serotonin, which will in turn reduce stress. And Joe Rogan does this thing, Sober October, where the last October he worked out intensively every single day, and he said that by the time he'd worked out intensively for several hours, you know, the normal stresses and strains of life, they just disappeared. They didn't affect him. So he's arguing that if we live a sedentary life and we go from the office to our home and we don't get active, a lot of this energy that we build up, we're just looking for a way to get it out, and that can manifest in anxiety and depression and mental health. So by just doing a small bit of exercise on a daily basis can greatly reduce the amount of anxiety, depression and other mental health issues that we experience. Number 2 is meditation and mindfulness. These things for me, they first of all bring into focus the effect that the mind has on our mental state. So by meditating and trying to remain mindful during the day, first of all, you'll see how difficult it is and what a massive part the mind plays ultimately without any of our control. If you sit and meditate for 10 minutes, you'll see that you've got absolutely no control over your mind and that it just does what it likes, really. So to create a sort of separation and not give our thoughts so much weight and so much impact on our life by doing these things, it's a great way to reduce some of the issues. Number 3 is reading, and I'm a lover of books and reading, and so I've read several self-help or books that will develop your own internal state and help with your mental health. A few of these that I'll recommend. A really good one is just The Secret, that talks about how thinking about what you want to come into your life can help to bring it in. And a lot of people have poo-pooed it and said that, oh, it's just it doesn't make any sense and it's not real. But for me, it's another tool that you can use. It's not going to cure everything and be the be all and end all, but it will definitely help if you read it and implement some of the things. Another one that is just changes the universe for the subconscious mind is Joseph Murphy's The Power of the Subconscious Mind. And like I say, it just talks about instead of The Secret talking about the universe, Joseph Murphy talks about the subconscious mind. And so for me, these books are exactly the same, and they're just chopping out different concepts for the other. So if you don't like the sound of the universe bringing abundance and everything that you want into your life, then maybe try this one, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And the third one is Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now. And this is a brilliant book, and it just talks about the power of being in the moment and how past and future don't really exist, and they shouldn't have any power and control over us. Number 4 would be community. There's a great book called Social that talks about how important it is to have social connections and social interactions, and like I said, not to go from the workplace to our home without having any sort of positive interactions, you know, only having negative interactions with a manager or a boss or work colleagues that we don't really get on with, you know. If you have a community, whether it's in regards sports or in regards, you know, some meditation or mindfulness group or a book club or whatever, any sort of community, just a group of friends that you like to get together with to discuss sort of ideas like this about and how we can improve mental health. Imagine you try and do it on your own with a video like this, and it can be very difficult. But if you get 5, 6, 7 of you together who all believe in the ability to make a change and work tirelessly towards that, helping and supporting each other, then yeah, I think that's much more powerful than walking alone. And the 5th one is take action. Right now, this very day, one of those in that list is going to jump out at you, and maybe a couple of them you'll think, oh no, that can't help, that won't do anything. So whichever one of those is going in your mind and jumping out and saying, yeah, this can help, do it. Do something today, and yeah, take back control, take responsibility for your own inner life, for your own mental health and well-being, and make a start this very day. So I hope that helped you in some small way to see that we can't rely on any external people or governments to help us. We need to take responsibility for our own inner state and mental health, and we can do something very small each day to help improve it in a big way. And so if you enjoyed that and felt that it benefited you and gave you some value and some direction moving forward, please like and subscribe, and yeah, why not share it along? Because the state of the world's mental health is not in a very good place, and so it's up to us as individuals to create communities and support groups within our own friends and family and social circles. And you can start now by sharing this with someone that you care about and you want to help. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.